Hi, meteorologist Tony Petrarca of the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. Weather update on a storm that's on the way for Thursday. This will be a spring-like storm. We're not talking about winter cold or snow. That temperatures by tomorrow afternoon could be in the upper 50s to near 60. A lot of rain, some gusty wind, and certainly high impact in terms of travel. So let's get started. And the things that we're keeping an eye on, well, for tonight and for this evening, there's really no stormy weather. Will turn damp overnight. The wind will start to pick up. It'll be a milder night, well above freezing. Later on this evening and during the overnight, some fog, light showers, and drizzle. But the real heavy rain and wind is scheduled for Thursday. Now, a flash flood watch remains in effect, as well as a high wind warning and a high wind advisory. Gusts at times 45 to 60 miles per hour on Thursday. The strongest winds will be felt along the South Shore. Then cooler and colder and drier weather should return by tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, and extending through the weekend. So here's the breakdown. This is all rain, no snow expected. The worst of the weather in terms of heavy rain and wind, 1 to 2 inches of rain likely, isolated 3-inch amounts, wind gusts of 45 to 60. So from roughly 9 o'clock in the morning till about 5 o'clock in the evening. Thereafter, it'll start to dry out. I mean, it'll be raining as soon as you wake up early in the morning, but the heaviest of the rain and wind is in that 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. window. I would say street flooding, not maybe, but likely. Some outages are possible just for the simple fact that we're forecasting wind speeds of that magnitude. And then drier, colder weather for Thursday night, and that'll spill over into Friday. Here's the latest satellite and radar composite. You see some moisture off to our north and west. So this will arrive during the overnight and then really kicking in by tomorrow. So storm across the Ohio River Valley, strong cold front, area of low pressure across the Great Lakes. So all of this moisture headed our way overnight, especially come mid-morning tomorrow. Even the rumble of thunder and some of these downpours, as well as that strong southerly wind increasing. So let's walk you through it hour by hour, starting off this evening, which is relatively quiet. Later tonight, we start to see more nuisance precipitation, nothing real heavy. Some showers, drizzle, some dense fog after midnight. 7 o'clock in the morning, it's a wet morning commute, and with each passing hour, the intensity of the rain increases. Now, note the areas of yellow and orange and red. Those are downpours, thunderstorms, strong wind. So this is about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's right on top of us. And this will swing through during the mid-afternoon. By 6 o'clock in the evening, the thrust of it is actually starting to push offshore. I would say by 7 o'clock, the latest, a lot of this will be drying up and winding down. So as far as precipitation amounts, I mean, we use a number of computer guidance for getting these numbers. I mean, a lot of our guidance has been coming in between 1.5 and 2.5 inches of rain over a short period of time. It wouldn't surprise me to see some 3-inch amounts. This falls all over a short period of time. And the reason why I feel pretty confident about street and urban flooding, well, for a couple of reasons. For one, of course, the snow melt and the ice melt, and the ground is like cement. It's frozen. So you can see in this picture, the ground, the soil is not soft and porous like it is obviously in the spring and summertime, and especially now it's rock hard. So a lot of this water won't get absorbed. It'll be standing water. It'll run off. So this will kind of exaggerate some of the flood potential, whether to your backyard or some street flooding. So frozen ground doesn't drink up the water, and the net result is some flooding. So I do anticipate scenes like this later tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Those streets that normally flood during heavy rain situations, the combination of ice and snow melt and frozen soil, a lot of this actually going onto the streets and really not into the ground. So we'll watch for scenes like this, certainly allow for some extra travel time. Now, keeping an eye on rivers and streams, we're not expecting major flooding on the rivers, but we're going to watch some of the smaller ones. I think the Blackstone overall should be okay, but some of the smaller rivers, the Patuxent, the Pawcatuck, Wood River, Pecasset River, some of our guidance, model guidance, suggesting there may be some minor flooding on these rivers. So we're going to watch the water levels even after the rain stops on Thursday evening and into Thursday night. And the wind gusts that we're forecasting inland, say north and west of Warwick, 45 to 50 mile an hour gusts, but Warwick south and east, the Bay, the South Shore, coastal Mass, Cape and Islands, gusts between 50 and 65 miles per hour out of the south. And that may lead to some localized tree and power line damage. So for tomorrow morning, with each passing hour, The rain increasing, the wind increasing, the temperature going up. We're well above freezing. And then during the afternoon, some pretty heavy rain, especially early on, especially 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Temperatures upper 50s to near 60. By 6 o'clock, the intensity of the rain should be really coming down, and then by 7, 8 o'clock, it's pretty much offshore and pulling away. 7-day forecast shows seasonably cold, dry weather on Friday. Weekend not bad. Colder Saturday, 31. Sunday, that's not a snowstorm. That's just snow showers, maybe, if that. Upper 30s to low 40s. Colder on Monday. System on Tuesday may be too mild for all snow. There may be a kind of a snow changing to rain situation on Tuesday with temperatures that'll be in the upper 30s to lower 40s. So, in a nutshell, spring-like storm on the way for tomorrow. Certainly allow for some extra travel time, street flooding likely, and maybe some isolated outages in some of the stronger wind. Now, I'll have another update tonight on Fox Providence at 10 o'clock, another update at 11 o'clock on WPRI Channel 12, and meteorologist Michelle Moscatello in on your Thursday morning starting at 4:30 a.m. Thanks for logging on.